Hello and thanks for watching my video. This video is actually following up a video I did looking at my account, and I'd had a lot of requests for more specific details on my characters, particularly skins, dyes, etc. So that's what this video is going to be. As you can see here, we're on my Ranger. I'm showing you my inventory as well. We actually have Volcanus. This is one of the skins on my Ranger. You're actually going to see that later in with the Warrior. But at the moment, I'm wielding my Fiery Dragon Sword from Guild Wars 1 that I acquired, and Rodgort, the Legendary. So obviously, getting a Legendary, I want to try and wield it as much as possible. I do also have a Warhorn. It's a Chaos Warhorn. It doesn't really go with the armor, but I quite like it just because it's Chaos Warhorn. But we're going to keep the Rodgort on there. The other weapon I have is my longbow, and that is a Destroyer longbow, which I actually have from Guild Wars 1, which you'll probably be seeing in a video coming up pretty soon. All the armor, apart from the gauntlets, are to do with the World vs. World armor, which the medium fused gauntlets come from the Season 1 of the Living Story. So again, the Fiery Dragon Sword you actually acquire by doing some in-game titles to do with Guild Wars 1. You can see we've got that stupid bear backpack, which I don't bother showing. These are the dyes, Deep Pine and Caramel, pretty much all the way. I haven't bothered to dye the actual gauntlets yet. I don't think you could in the past. Maybe I was wrong on that. But yeah, I haven't bothered to dye those gauntlets. I think they're happy with just the way things are at the moment. I might change that later. Make him a bit more fiery or something. But I quite like the fact that obviously he has the gauntlets and the Destroyer bow. So we move on. This is my Mesmer. She has two sets of armor, and this one in particular, she actually has the Meteorologicus legendary weapon skin, although this isn't actually the legendary itself. This is just a skin of this. I have hot pink and wine, a sort of a nice combo for the Mesmer, being purple. And as you can see on the back there, I actually have Mordry. That's why I've actually chosen this Mordry to go on my character, because it's this purpley glow that actually goes well with the Mesmer. All this armor is Inquest armor, so there you go. I've actually hidden the headpiece though, and we actually have Ambrosia as well, and Vision of the Mist. I love this greatsword. I used to have this on my Warrior, but yeah, I love the greatsword and the Vision of the Mists. I have a Royal Ascalonian staff, just pretty basic, and a pistol, and the pistol is the terracotta, which is the ascended armor, ascended weapon skin, and the torch is actually a green torch, which means that if you are in a darkened instance, you actually light, as I didn't mean to stealth myself there, but you actually light up green. I think you can slightly see the hint of the hue there, but that's what I actually have on my Mesmer. I actually have two main sets of armor for my Mesmer, and what I'm going to show you now is the other armor set, as we put the focus back on. So this is my other armor set. This is the Human Cultural Armor. I think it's tier 1 or tier 2. I'm not too sure which one it is. It's been a long time since I had this. But this is my alternate armor, and the difference being I have Superior Rune of Perplexity compared to Superior Rune of the Undead on this armor. Perplexity being on my other armor. All pretty much Condi damage. I haven't got any Berserker damage on this character. But this is my Mesmer. Dyes are pretty much exactly the same as well. But I'm hoping you kind of like this. Again, I'm fitting in with the Mesmer pinky purple type colour scheme. And generally, I quite like the look of my Mesmer. I hope you do too. And I hope you're enjoying this video. So as we move on, we're going to come to my Engineer. Now, the Engineer here is very different to what you last saw her. If you go back and look at some of my old videos, screenshots, you'll see my Engineer. You can see I actually have a second Mordry, which was a stupid thing to do. But we actually have the Kodan pistol and a Valkyrie corrupted shield. This obviously goes different compared to the Tormented rifle, which I really do love. And that's what I've based my whole look around. This rifle, and changing the dye set from a lot sort of light yellow to this darkened purple and black. So here we go. We've got the Rampager's Adventurer's Mantle. We've got the Sneak Thief shoulder guards, shoulder blades. I like the look with the actual adventures, sort of the goggles on. But anyway, we've got the Rascal coat of the monk, the Sneak Thief gloves of the monk, the Inquest leggings, and also the Whispered Secret boots. Please ignore the fact that all this armor is a bit higgledy-piggledy. This is not my main PvE character, this is my PvE engineer, and so really I have not been able to max her out yet. Dyes, we've got Midnight Fire, we have a bit of silver and Night Iris, we've mixed in with some wine in there as well. But yeah, generally I wanted to change the look up. I dyed her hair black, and I quite like the look of my engineer now. So as we move on, let's come to next with my Mesmer. This is my little, as you can see the inventory here, this is all my ascended rings that I keep getting. A lot of Dragonite ore and Obsidian shards. This Mesmer mixture, I've only just changed her armor set, something I quite like. So we have silver, hot pink, sapphire, silver, we have regal, hot pink and silver, a bit more regal. These are the dye scheme for this character. And this is the armor we have here. We have the Mind of Coda for the headpiece, shoulders, the carapace mantle. We've got Heritage Greatcoat, which comes from Guild Wars 1 achievements. Savant gloves, or Savant gloves, Heritage pants, and Glorious footgear. So a bit of mixture. We've got Cobalt as the Greatsword, and the Ceremonial Blade and the Flux Matrix for the other weapons. We also have a Chaos pistol as well, which is pretty cool, and an Ascended armor piece, and we have a little Quaggan backpack. So as you can see here, that is the Greatsword. I didn't actually mean to attack that Risen Bull, but here we go, it's coming towards us. As we're trying to dodge out the way, but it comes towards us anyway. We'll easily destroy it. I mean, these are not too serious enemies. But yeah, the soldier, I love the pistol, the Chaos pistol is pretty cool. But Cobalt's a nice Greatsword, really. I like the flaming feature it has. But I use this character to store all my Ascended rings and some other trinkets that are just generic. So they'll be coming up for use on alternate characters. So here we go, this is the Chaos pistol. Which you get a better look outside. So here we go, this is the Chaos pistol. Pretty cool. I like my little Kali Mesmetica Mesmer. So next up we have my warrior, and for those of you asking, the Greatsword is Volcanus. That is the Greatsword. I love that Greatsword. A bit of a mixture armor. We've got carapace, armor, headgear, and shoulder piece. Glorious breastplate from the PvP side. Carapace gauntlets again. Illustrious tassets from the Ascended armor track. Armor, and Carapace greaves, which the Carapace armor is from Silver Wastes, and I just like the Silver Waste armor. Volcanus pretty much maxed out with precision, and we have the Phoenix longbow, which is a black lion skin. We have many different types of weapons, so let's go through them quickly. Some of them I've just chosen because I want them unique. So we've got these are the Umbrite weapons. We also have Shiverstone, which is a unique skin. We've got Deldrimor Mace, which comes from Guild Wars 1 achievements. And we actually have Berserker's Primordial Shield and Axe, which is what I have in Guild Wars 1, or had in Guild Wars 1. That nice cool combo. So I thought it'd be nice to go back. We have another axe, just in case I decide to go dual axe. We have Levi's Detector for the rifle. And we also have a corrupted hammer, the corrupted Skegox hammer, which I find pretty cool. So yeah, that is all the weapons. We do have an alternate armor set, which I don't really use much anymore. If you want me to go back and have a look at it, I'm glad to do that. The back piece is also from PvP, so that's my inventory there. Pretty easy to go through, but this is my other alternate armor. So you can see here, slightly to do with cultural armor for the Norn as well. So that is my inventory. If we look at the dyes, they tend to be antique gold or lemonade. Pretty shiny stuff. Lemonade, we've got antique gold, we've got a blood, I think trying to get the rubies with blood. Redemption as well. So a mixture of gold, different shades, and a little bit of silver or red in there as well. So hopefully it's been useful if you're trying to sort of be similar armor types or similar dye types. I kind of imagine this being like a member of the Golden Tyrian army, like a mercenaries. We're actually on my Necromancer now. This is Eltir the Reaper, and I very rarely play this guy. He's got Silver and Midnight Fire pretty much for all of that. I've just actually given him some new gloves because he hasn't pretty much left the Grove yet. He's just there to sit in the Grove. So there we go. That is my Reaper, the dyes. The armor set, what we actually have. Actually, I'm going to give him a bit of silver on those hands. I might change those hands, actually. I'm not too sure if I actually like those. They'll do for now. But let's have a look at the equipment. Again, ignore the fact that all the stats, are all over the place. This is just getting it, fully exotic armor. I'm not really going to talk too much about this, but the reason I'm actually on this character is to show you what my home instance looks like. As we've got the weapons, are actually the Chaos weapons, which is the Chaos Dagger and the Chaos Scepter, and they again from the Black Lion chest, or Black Lion skins. We actually have the Mistforged Axe, and also Knowledge is Power, which I quite like the look of these two together. And we actually have an Unbright Staff, which I'm not really going to bother showing. But a few of you have asked me to go, as again, we can see more Dragonite ore on this character. These really do, I have so much Dragonite ore. A lot of you, it takes me a long time to get into this, it's stupid. The reason why I actually have this character parked here is for this daily lumberer, and that is also one of the reasons why I quite like having my home instance. It's a reason why I actually visit my home instance, to get that daily, get that little bit of that chest of karma and XP. So this is it. This is in the Grove. We have the trees that I actually bought this over 18 months ago from the gem store. And I pretty much covered my money on that back now. So we get green logs. Obviously, I'm using a axe. You can see there it's actually counting progression towards my daily. So we get the tiny snowflakes. We've got seasonwood logs, greenwood logs, and also softwood logs. So we get 9 out of 10 for the daily lumberer, which is easy enough to finish off. We also have, as we come into here, we have the quartz crystal formation. So a very nice, handy thing to get. So the tiny snowflakes come from the sort of Winter's Day actual, the frostbitten axe sort of harvesting tools, and we've got plenty of tools in reserve. We got the candy corn, so the candy corn's nice to take with us. We get many pieces of candy corn, useful for Halloween, and we get the sprockets, which the sprockets are actually worth a decent amount. You can actually earn around 20 silver per day, really. We get a blade shard as well, which are only effective if you're actually making a back piece. But if we have a quick look on the trading post, so here we go. If you decide to sell them at the minimum sort of that price there, they go for 22 silver. So that's not bad, just from going in here and farming that. Another thing I bought from the gem store is this basic cloth rack. You can get wool and cotton from this. Unfortunately, I only get jute, which is a bit of a disappointment. And there is a found bandit chest. I don't actually have any keys on this character, so I'm not going to bother with that. And we get this Winter's Day gift from the Winter's Day event. We managed to get this in our home instance permanent now. So we get that once a day, and those go for around 6 silver. So a nice way to earn more gold than that. So I'm hoping you guys have enjoyed this little sort of me going around showing you what my characters are like. If you do want other characters to be highlighted, anything else about my account that you're keen to see, I'm happy to go in depth for you guys. This video isn't for many people to go and give guides to. This is just if you want to copy my look, if you're interested in how my account, what I do, I'm happy to show you. Feel free to leave any comments. If you want to see more characters highlighted, I'm happy to do that. But as I said, I'll only go by how, what feedback I get from this video. So thank you very much for watching my video. Please feel free to comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.